The Trump University settlement ending 2 San Diego cases is a step closer to being finalized today.
But we're definitely going to make them look good today.
A San Diego barber gives back at Father Joe's downtown. And it's on. The University of Wyoming and Brigham Young University warm up for a San Diego's Poinsettia Bowl. KPBS Evening Edition starts right now. And thanks for joining us. I'm Ebony Monet. President-elect Donald Trump has officially filed an agreement to settle his 2 Trump University lawsuits in San Diego. His lawyers announced the $25 million settlement last month. Today's filing now goes to Judge Gonzalo Curiel to determine if it's adequate under federal law. Trump was accused of defrauding students who enrolled at Trump U. The settlement only could give the nearly 7,000 enrolled students at least half their money back. California's recent voter-approved death penalty measure has been put on hold. The California Supreme Court is delaying implementation of Proposition 66 while it considers a lawsuit challenging the measure. Prop 66 speeds up the death row process. The lawsuit alleges the measure would disrupt the courts, cost more money, and limit the ability to prepare proper appeals. The judge who gave former Stanford swimmer Brock Turner a 6-month sentence for sexually assaulting an unconscious woman has been cleared of misconduct. The California Commission on Judicial Performance found no evidence Judge Aaron Persky was biased in his treatment of Turner. Turner was released after only serving 3 months. His sentence also requires him to register as a sex offender for life. California's Attorney General Kamala Harris and the State Coastal Commission have sued the federal government over offshore drilling. They challenged the government's recent findings that fracking near the state's coast is, quote, has, quote, no significant impact to water safety or marine life. State leaders say fracking there without proper assessment is a violation of a National Environmental Policy Act. There are currently 22 offshore drilling platforms in the state's coast. Meanwhile, President Obama has permanently banned oil leasing in much of the Arctic and Atlantic, while White House officials say this move can withstand legal challenge and cannot be undone by any future presidents. Today, an El Cajon girl who died saving a toddler was honored for her sacrifice. Kira Larson was among 21 people to receive the Carnegie Medal for Heroism. Earlier this year, the 10-year-old pushed a 2-year-old neighbor out of the way as a car rolled down a steep driveway. The toddler was okay, but Kira was hit by the runaway car and died from her injuries. The Carnegie Hero Fund Commission is based in Pittsburgh and has been around since 1904. Larson's family will receive her medal and a financial grant. The holidays are a time for many of us to dress up and spend time with the family. But for some people without a home, they may not know where their next meal is coming from, let alone a haircut. Today, a Sarah Mesa barbershop worked to change that, offering free cuts and a sense of pride at Father Joe's downtown.
Transformation right here.
A little off the top, a little more off the sides.
It's all about the hairstyle. You do comb overs, flat tops, do Caesars, one number all around. It all depends on the customer, but we're definitely going to make them look good today.
For Nick Romero, owner of Rocknick's Barbershop, these haircuts are just as much about enhancing the inside as it is the out.
Why not come out and actually help out with the less fortunate and help them look good, feel confidence for the holiday season.
For 4 hours, these barbers give free cuts to more than 70 men and women at Father Joe's villages.
I mean, a lot of places charge an arm and a leg for a haircut, so it's a nice thing they're doing.
Well, anything that they get, it should make them happy. It has this priceless, you know. I'm going to be so happy with my haircut.
How do you feel just getting cleaned up?
A lot better.
With Father Joe's, they're actually trying to get people off the street. They give them a place to sleep. They give them some food. They give them those things. So we wanted to come by and give them that confidence that lasts them over 2 weeks.
People here tell us whether they're on a fixed income or have no income at all, this spruce up is just in time.
Also getting a makeover at the San Diego Convention Center. The center's most extensive upgrades in history are underway. New LED lighting for exhibit halls has already been installed, and the concrete floor has been replaced in the sales pavilion. The pavilion's roof will be replaced next August. A state loan of more than $25 million will fund 8 projects. Scientists at the Salk Institute are working to create more realistic 3D mini brains. KPBS science reporter David Wagner explains.
A few years ago, scientists showed it was possible to build 3-dimensional brain tissue in the lab using stem cells. The hope is that one day these 3D mini brains could provide insights about how disorders like schizophrenia and autism take root. These tiny models of the human brain are not perfect. But in a new study, Salk researchers found that in some ways they're closer to actual brain tissue than the single-layer cell cultures used in many labs today. First author Chongyan Lo says they recreate important structural features 2D models don't.
Many of these features will be lost when cells are grown in the 2-dimension configurations, whereas many of these structural signatures, such as the layer structure of our brain tissue, is being recapitulated in this 3D brain.
Earlier this year, researchers at UC San Francisco used 3D mini brains to forge stronger links between the Zika virus and microcephaly. David Wagner, KPBS News.
A small desert community in Southern California is shining a light on a future that could completely change how power is delivered to homes and businesses. An extreme environment helped forge a sustainable energy island. KPBS reporter Eric Anderson says lessons learned here could change the nature of what we call a power grid.
Borrego Springs is a small community that sits in this desert valley. It may not be much to look at in the downtown area, but there are 2,800 residents, customers, who require power. The microgrid in Borrego Springs works in part because that town is geographically isolated. Hannon Eisenman works with San Diego Gas and Electric, and he says necessity made that system a reality.
Borrego Springs is on the end of a 30-mile-long radial transmission line. It comes over those mountains. It goes through higher elevations, a lot of storms during the winter, thunderstorms in the summertime, so it has some reliability issues.
But there are microgrids in the heart of San Diego's urban core with plenty of options when it comes to power. The University of California, San Diego uses a number of renewable power sources to satisfy the thirst for electricity on the school's sprawling campus.
What we have here is a 2.8 megawatt fuel cell. Right here is the stacks of the fuel cell, 1.4 megawatts each.
Facilities engineer John Dilliot says the university has invested heavily in power that's generated on the campus where it's used. The fuel cell, solar panels, and a cogeneration plant meet more than 90% of the campus's power demand.
You need to be like a self-contained organization like us that has centralized our utilities.
Dilliot says in some ways the campus microgrid is the result of money-saving decisions. The school was looking at opportunities to cut its power bill. Through grants and technology improvements, university officials ended up accumulating generating capacity. And at a certain point, they saw that they could power the campus without the grid. That's a pretty big jump from just saving several $1 million a year. Dilliot says steady, reliable power, however, is a crucial resource at a major research university. He says it's hard to reconcile losing ice core samples that are hundreds of years old.
There are a whole bunch of freezers around campus that store samples of all kinds of stuff at really low temperatures, -80 Celsius. And without power, they can hold their refrigeration in there for, a little bit, but not very long.
A lot of critical research work was put into jeopardy when a southwestern power outage persisted for hours in September 2011. Operator error destabilized the grid and caused cascading shutdowns in California, Arizona, and Baja California, Mexico. Dilliot says UC San Diego went dark, but the outage was different on campus.
Even though we lost power during the power outage, we were able to restart our generation. They call that black starting. So we did have the ability to do that, and even though the utility was out for 8 to 12 hours, we were only out for about 4 hours.
Millions of people lost power as water poured into the streets.
Blackouts have touched other parts of the country, the Northeast in 2003, the East Coast during Hurricane Sandy in 2012, and the nation's mid-Atlantic states during another storm that same year. The power grid's age and fragility has a lot of researchers and engineers trying to figure out ways to update the system. Jeremy Del Real works at the Center for Sustainable Energy in San Diego. He says microgrids could be a bridge technology that helps.
The microgrids can actually work with this antiquated system and alleviate some of that pressure and some of that, stress that these renewables and these technologies alone would kind of put on the grid. So it helps, I think, to better integrate these technologies with a more aging infrastructure.
Del Real thinks the idea of sustainable electrical power systems that generate their own electricity has a big future. He's also quick to acknowledge that it's easier to talk about the idea than it is to put that idea into practice.
It will become more prevalent in certain locations. I think you'll see at the community level microgrids starting to develop as they kind of work through those barriers of, both regulatory side and some of the economic barriers that kind of exist now.
Del Real says utilities are another key hurdle. He says they'll have to adjust to a shifting landscape where power generation and control of power resources is in different hands. Meanwhile, the Obama administration is investing a lot of money in new technologies. They hope that those new technologies will help update the grid that currently exists. And if that happens, that could mean a lot more microgrids will pop up in the future. Eric Anderson, KPBS News.
Doctors are experimenting with stem cells, hoping for better results when treating babies born with a rare heart defect. AP reporter Krista Fourier has the story.
At 4 months old, Josue Salinas Salgado is going home from the hospital for the first time since he was born. Josue has a rare heart defect that would be fatal without treatment. In order for babies born with hypoplastic left heart syndrome to survive, doctors must completely reconstruct how blood flows so that the right side of the heart can do the work of the left. It takes a series of 3 open heart surgeries.
That right ventricle tires out over time and it becomes dysfunctional. When it becomes dysfunctional, then it can't pump blood efficiently to the body. And so that limits the outcomes for these babies.
Nearly 1,000 babies born in the U.S. every year are diagnosed with the defect, a missing or misshapen left ventricle. The 3-surgery procedure has made huge improvements, but only about 65% of these children make it to 5 years old.
Long term, they have complications. And so we're trying to prevent that. We're trying to improve on that outcome.
Dr. Sanjay Kaushal of the University of Maryland Medical Center is leading a trial for a new procedure, injecting stem cells into the baby's heart during the 2nd surgery. Josue was one of the first patients to undergo the experimental treatment.
We're very grateful to God for giving us the strength to get through these difficult months and for giving Dr. Kaushal wisdom.
Before he was wheeled into surgery, Josue's parents clasped hands and prayed over their child. The study is a first step to test whether injecting stem cells donated from a stranger into a baby's heart is safe. Josue will still need a 3rd surgery by the time he's 3, but his parents cling to hope that stem cells may give his tiny heart the best chance of beating the odds. Krista Fourier, Associated Press, Baltimore.
New data shows California's population continues to climb. Experts say population numbers have grown to 39.4 million people at a slower pace than in the past. The death rate is slightly up, and the birth rate is the lowest it has been since the 1930s. Experts say a boost in the number of college-educated residents has made an impact.
People are having children later in life. As they have children later in life, they generally have fewer of them.
Migration brought about 70,000 new residents to the state. Overall, California added nearly 300,000 more people between last summer and June 2016. Record-breaking rain and snowfall in Northern California has filled up the state's rivers and reservoirs. Some politicians have suggested building new water storage to fix the problem, but experts say new reservoirs would increase the state's capacity by only about 1%. And the most effective strategy is to continue to budget the water we already have.
We'll never have all the water that everybody wants to use. Certainly we'll never have all the cheap water that everybody wants to use.
State water managers are poised to approve new water storage projects using a $7 billion bond approved by voters in 2014. Plenty of sunshine this holiday week for San Diego, but rain to match. Brittany Boyer has more in tonight's forecast.
Hopefully you've enjoyed your Tuesday. Really no complaints here. Temperatures today, the warmest they've been the entire month and much warmer than where we were over the weekend. Here's a look at the satellite and radar this evening. Not too much happening. All the action well north of our area. And can you believe tomorrow is the first day of winter? And our temperatures are still looking very nice as we head into the next couple of days. Overnight tonight, it's staying quiet, partly cloudy skies. Overnight low temperatures right around 54 degrees. And for the most part, temperatures overnight tonight are going to be a bit warmer than normal. Into Mount Laguna, we're looking at lows near 40 degrees. Alpine, 48. Chula Vista, temperatures staying right around 53 degrees. Not expecting any rain in the forecast tonight, but as we get into your Wednesday, southern San Diego County could see a couple of spotty showers. We will have an area of low pressure moving more onshore. Not very impressed with this system. We're just looking at to about 1/4 of an inch of rain. There could be some isolated spots that see up to 1/2 an inch of rain, but we'll have a more impressive system bringing steadier rain as we head into the end of the week. You like the temperatures today? You'll like the temperatures on Wednesday as well. Most of us going to be in the 70s once again. So again, great temperatures as we head into the first day of winter. Now let's talk about that second storm that'll be moving in later in the week once we get into Thursday and also into the weekend. Another area of low pressure will be moving onshore, so we will be talking about some steadier rain, some windier conditions, and over the mountains we will see pass levels dropping to about 4,500 feet. So keep that in mind if you're getting ready to head out and get some traveling done for the holiday weekend. Here's the 5-day forecast for the coast. Plenty of sunshine on the way for your Wednesday, looking like a beautiful day. And then as we get into Thursday, we will have some moisture moving onshore. Temperatures right around 71 degrees. Again, some showers. And then by Friday, it's a little bit cooler. We're partly sunny. Highs right around 67 degrees. And getting into your Saturday, turning cooler with more rain in the forecast. 58 the high temperature. Inland, not too bad for your Wednesday, upper 70s, and then we will have some showers Thursday, dry for Friday. And as we get into your weekend, we will have those cooler temperatures on Saturday as well. In the mountains, not too bad. But we will have some rain around. Again, pass levels will be dropping to about 4,500 feet. So make sure you are using caution if you are doing any holiday traveling. Plenty of sunshine on your Wednesday in the desert. Some showers on Thursday and also some showers possible Saturday. For KPBS News, I'm Brittany Boyer.
I'm Judy Woodruff. On the next News Hour, part 2 of our conversation with Bruce Springsteen inside his private recording studio. That's Tuesday on the PBS News Hour.
Young children today recognize hundreds of corporate logos, but few can identify more than a handful of plants and animals in their own backyard. You're about to meet a group of preschoolers who are quite different, and that's because they go to school outside. Katie Campbell from EarthFix has the story.
Hi, Victoria. So good to see you this morning. Are you kids ready to walk in? You look ready to walk in. Squirrel camp? Squirrel camp, heading up to squirrel camp. Doo, 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 doo.
This might seem like a day at camp, but actually, this is a school.
It is held completely outdoors. There's no indoor time for the children.
I'm noticing the color. Yeah, it's orange.
Erin Kenny is the lead teacher and founder of Cedar Song Nature School.
So Lillian noticed it's a different color. It's orange.
A preschool with no walls, no desks, and no computers. Where the tree canopy is the ceiling, and climbing barefoot is not just allowed, but encouraged.
Hey, look at you, Phoenix.
These kids aren't diving into reading, writing, and arithmetic, but that doesn't mean they aren't acquiring knowledge.
Anybody else? These are all great ideas. Does anybody else have another idea?
Or maybe the mushrooms can decompose to the ground and then turn into soil.
There's great learning taking place with young children.
That's exactly right, Veda. That's how soil is formed. You're right.
When they're just allowed to explore nature, they're learning all kinds of valuable principles about gravity and texture and shapes and colors and all the things that you might expect to see in a preschool curriculum. They're just doing it outdoors and naturally at their own pace.
Cedar Song opened in 2006 on Vashon Island, a short ferry ride from Seattle.
Does anybody have a story they'd like to tell? Yeah?
It was the first forest kindergarten in the United States. Kenny built the school in response to the alarming trend she was seeing: American children spending less time playing outside.
Elizabeth, you want to get on? They're stopping the bus for you.
And when kids stay indoors, Kenny says their connection to the natural world withers.
I see it. Do you see way up there? Does anybody want to lie on the ground?
Learning outdoors was one of the best ways to create a positive and intimate bond with the natural world.
But what happens when the weather turns cold and rainy?
Well, we put on a coat if it rains, and we put a face if we get cold. My lips are turning blue, right?
The children have no problem with the weather, no matter what the weather is. Once children are appropriately dressed, they can spend many hours in nature with no cares.
Cedar Song parent Tanya Zimmer agrees.
I've never really had an issue with them with the weather. They've never complained about it once. I think it builds a certain amount of resilience and grit.
Zimmer says her two daughters love going to school outside.
There hasn't been a day where they have not wanted to come to the school or they've left in a bad mood.
Now, a decade after Cedar Song started, the outdoor school idea is growing. Similar schools have sprouted across the nation. In the greater Seattle metropolitan area alone, there are now more than 24 outdoor schools. One is the Fiddleheads Forest School, nestled among the towering cedar trees of the University of Washington Botanic Gardens.
Does anyone else want to run around the classroom before lunch? Mina, you want to go too? Aria, you want to go too? Okay, let's get out some of our energy.
I'm just going to leave my lunch.
Teacher Joanna Wright says she noticed an inherent benefit to outdoor preschool.
Yes, you got it. Woo! You got it.
If a child has a lot of energy and needs to run, that's not inherently a problem. So they're able to get that energy out and come back to a more focused and ready to learn state.
Kit Harrington co-founded the school. She says while interest in outdoor schools has grown, the larger educational system isn't evolving as quickly. Many states say a school without walls is not a school. And that's why neither Cedar Song nor Fiddleheads are licensed.
There are elements that pertain to building codes, for example, and we don't have any building.
You can't have climbing structures that are more than 6 inches off the ground. You can't have standing water that's more than 2 inches.
Keep the area free of rodents and other insects, for example, which is a very important part of our curriculum. It's a very important part of our classroom.
Look at my praying mantis.
Let's see if we can catch some more insects.
A growing body of research shows that outdoor play leads to better behavior and academic performance. Harrington says they plan to participate in formal research to help build a case for the academic rigor of outdoor schools.
It's the whole ocean of Puget Sound.
For parent Ashley Sampson, it's not about the academics.
For me, I feel like it's more important that my 4-year-old gets the most opportunities to play. Once they get into school, they don't have as much playtime, and that's sort of gone forever for the rest of their academic lives.
For now, formal academic learning still happens indoors, at desks and in front of computers. But as more students attend school outdoors, who knows how far the idea will spread.
Brigham Young University marching bands went head-to-head today in the Battle of the Bands at the USS Midway. The event was part of the Poinsettia Bowl celebrations leading up to the football game. The Cowboys and the Cougars will take the field tomorrow at Qualcomm Stadium. They have been rivals since 1922. Here's a look at what we're working on for tomorrow in the KPBS newsroom. On Morning Edition, a San Diego foundation seeks to help ease the transition for Syrian refugees settling in San Diego. Their secret weapon is art. And on Midday Edition, San Diego's City Council has a new face for District 9. We'll talk to Georgette Gomez about her priorities and leadership goals. That's tomorrow at noon on KPBS Radio. You can find tonight's stories on our website, kpbs.org/evening edition. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.